Good morning, children. Welcome back in our next session of English class. Today, we'll start a new poem, The Ant and the Cricket. It is adapted from Aesop's Fables. Fable is a quite new word for you. So, first, let me clear what is a fable. So, children, a fable is a story. स्टोरी आप लोगों को पता है टेल होती है. A fable is a story often with animals as character. The fable is a story in which the characters are mainly animals. We can say the stories are based on animals. Their characters are animals that conveys a moral, and they send a message. They convey a moral. This poem about an ant and a cricket contains an idea of far-reaching significances. Here in the present poem, there was an ant and a cricket, and the poem contains an idea of far-reaching significance. कि दूरगामी जो ये significance थे, जो उसकी importance थी, उसके बारे में बताया है. Which is as true of a four-legged cricket as of a two-legged one. कि उन्होंने बताया कि एक झिंगुर, क्रिकेट मीन्स झिंगुर, ये क्रिकेट विच इज़ एज ट्रू, जो इतना ही ट्रू है एज अ फोर लेग क्रिकेट एज ऑफ अ टू लेग वन, कि जैसे कोई फोर लेग वाला झिंगुर हो और कोई टू लेग वाला. Surely you have seen a cricket that has two legs, and I am sure, quite sure, कि आपने भी ऐसा कोई क्रिकेट देखा होगा. You have already seen. Here in this poem, the poet introduces the poem to a young, fun-loving cricketer. Although he was silly, he loved to make merry. He was habitual to singing day and night. On the other hand, he tells us about an ant who was very hardworking, and known for its hard work. It deals with an ant who was very hardworking throughout the year. So, we start the poem. A silly young cricketer accustomed to sing. Accustomed means बेटे habitual, used to होना, किसी चीज़ को हम तो frequently करते हैं. A silly young cricketer accustomed to sing. He was very fond of singing through the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring, and he used to sing songs throughout the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring. All the summer month, जो sunny months था, when the sun shines scorchingly, and the gay summer and the spring season में, summers में, he spent most of his time in singing and dancing. Began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come, and he started complaining when he found that at home his cupboard was empty, when he noticed that there was nothing in his cupboard in his home, and the winter was come, as the winter has arrived, winter season aa chuka tha, and he had nothing in his cupboard or in his room. Not a crumb to be found. Crumb, we can say eatables, piece of bread. Not a crumb to be found on the snow-covered ground. Not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. And he noticed not a crumb to be found, कि देखा कि कहीं कुछ कोई खाने की चीज़ नहीं है, कोई ईटेबल नहीं है उसके लिए. On the snow-covered ground, and all around there was snow, as it was the season of winter, so there was all around snow. All the land was covered with white snow. Not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. And in winter's time, when the snow falls, जो हमारी vegetations होती हैं, flowers और trees, the trees looked bare, बिल्कुल bare नज़र आ रहे थे. There was नो लीफ, कोई लीफ नहीं थी जिसके ऊपर कि वो अपना लाइफ को सरवाइव कर सकें. ओ व्हाट विल बिकेम सेज द क्रिकेट ऑफ मी. देन ही रियलाइज कि नाउ अब व्हाट विल हैपन नाउ, अब क्या होगा कि अब तो ना तो कोई वेजिटेशन है, ना कोई फ्लावर है, ना कोई लीफ है. देर इज ओनली स्नो ऑल ओवर द लैंड. देन हाउ कुड आई सर्वाइव, कैसे कर सकता था वो सर्वाइव. Then, at last, by starvation and famine made bold कि he thought, अब he think about it very much, बहुत सोचा कि what should I do now, अब क्या करना होगा मुझे. At last by starvation means बेटे hunger, भूख जिसे बोलते हैं, and famine मतलब अकाल, किसी चीज़ की scarcity होना, कमी होना, खाने की चीज़ की कमी होना. At last by starvation and famine made bold. लास्ट में उसने वो उसकी जो स्टारवेशन था, जो हंगर था, उसने मुझे बोल्ड किया. ऑल ड्रिपिंग विद वेट एंड ऑल ट्रैम्बलिंग विद कोल्ड. पूरी तरह से वो ड्रिपलिंग होकर के वेट हुआ पड़ा था, गीला था. एंड ही वॉज ट्रैम्बलिंग मीन्स शिवरिंग, कांपना. विद कोल्ड, ही वॉज ट्रैम्बलिंग विद कोल्ड. एंड ही सेट ऑफ टू अ miserly ant to see if to keep him alive he would grant him shelter from rain. And that time he remembered about is one of his friend ant to see him, and he decided to meet him. Why? To ask him to give him help so that he can alive, he can survive. He would and he went to an ant for help. Which kind of help? That the ant maybe provide him shelter, home, or खाना दे दे उसको. He would grant him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. He was very hopeful. He remembered one of his friend, and who was he? Who was it? It was an ant, and he thought he maybe his friend ant will provide him the shelter and some food. He wished only to borrow, and that time he just want to borrow something from it. And he wished, he decided कि once he got the help, on the next day he would repay, उसको वापस return कर देगा. He would repay it tomorrow. कि he was quite determined कि if he got the help from the side of ant, definitely on the very next day he would repay for that. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. And if he didn't get any help, if he was unable to get some kind of help, some sort of help, then what will happen? Definitely he must die in starvation and hunger. कि definitely वो तो भूख से और पेन से, sorrow से मर जाएगा. Yes, in the next stanza, says the ant to the cricket, I am your servant and friend. In the next stanza, when he went to the ant and asked for help, the ant replied very politely. And what did it say? क्या कहा? It says the ant to the cricket. It replied, I am your servant and friend. कि it is quite easy, and he answered very politely in very modest way that I am your servant and friend. कि no doubt I am your servant as well as a good friend, but we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. But sorry, the ants have their own policy. कि उनकी अपने खुद के प्रिंसिपल्स हैं, उनकी अपनी पॉलिसीज़ हैं. एंड व्हाट इज़ द पॉलिसी ऑफ द एंट्स? शी सेज, वी एंट्स नेवर बोरो, वी एंट्स नेवर लैंड. कि जो हम एंट्स हैं, हम जो चींटियाँ हैं, वो ना तो कभी बोरो करते हैं और ना ही कभी हम किसी को कोई चीज़ उधार देते हैं. हेयर बोरो इज़ द एंटोनिम ऑफ लैंड. But tell me, dear cricket, but it's okay. But tell me, let me clear, dear cricket, did you lay nothing by? Here, lay nothing by means bete lay save some save nothing, कोई चीज़ सेव करना. बट उसने क्वेश्चनिंग करी, इंक्वायर किया क्रिकेट से. बट इट्स ओके, ठीक है. बट नाउ टेल मी, मुझे ये तो बताओ, डिड यू ले नथिंग बाय, इस विंड समर्स में आपने अपने लिए कुछ भी नहीं बचा के रखा क्या, कुछ भी सेव नहीं करके रखा क्या? व्हेन द वेदर वॉज फॉर वॉर्म, जब मौसम, व्हेन इट वॉज द समर सीजन, तो डिडेंट यू सेव एनीथिंग फॉर द विंटर्स? Quoth the cricket, not I. Quoth means reply, said the cricket, not I. And this word usually used in the past English writing. Quoth means said. The cricket, not I. And he answered, replied कि no, नहीं, मैंने तो नहीं रखा अपने लिए कुछ भी बचा के. My heart was so light that I sang day and night, for all the nature looked gay. You sang, sir, you say, go then, says the ant, and dance the winter away. In these lines, the cricketer, he tried to hide his guilt. उसने अपनी जो गलती थी, गिल्ट था, उसको हाइड करने का कोशिश करा. एंड व्हाट डिड ही से, क्या कहा? माई हार्ट वॉज सो लाइट, कि मैं बहुत खुश था उन समर्स में, स्प्रिंग सीजन में. माई हार्ट वॉज सो लाइट, आई वॉज सो हैप्पी that I sang day and night, that I kept myself busy in singing and dancing the whole day and the night, for all nature looked gay. That time he kept himself busy in appreciating the nature. You sang, sir, you say. Go then, says the ant, and dance the winter away. Here in these two lines, when the ants heard about the views of the cricket, it's said in a sarcastical way. Then you sang, sir, you stayed. तो it's okay, sir. Then you just continue it. आप इसको अपनी जो हॉबी है इसको कंटिन्यू रखिए. एंड गो देन एंड डांस द विंटर अवे. और आप अपने इस विंटर सीजन में भी इस हॉबी को, इस अपनी जो हैबिट है उसको कंटिन्यू रखिए. जस्ट गो एंड डांस द विंटर अवे. Thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket. Hastily means बेटे hurriedly, quickly. Thus ending, और ऐसे लास्ट में, lastly, he hastily lifted the wicket. उसने बहुत ही hastily, hurriedly अपने विकेट्स को, विंग्स को वी कैन से लिफ्ट किया. एंड आउट ऑफ द डोर टर्न द पुअर लिटिल क्रिकेट. और वो पुअर, वो बेचारा, होपलेस, डिसअपॉइंटेड जो लिटिल क्रिकेट था, जिसे कि बहुत ज़्यादा होप थी एंड से, बट ही डिडंट गेट एनी हेल्प फ्रॉम एंड साइड. ही वॉज वेरी डिसअपॉइंटेड एंड ही डिसाइडेड टू कम बैक फ्रॉम देयर. Folks call this a fable. Fable, again, you know, the word fable means story. Folks, a group of general people, जो जन समूह होता है उसको हम folk बोलते हैं. Folks call this a fable. जो ह्यूमन बींग्स हैं, जो ग्रुप हैं, जनरल जो पीपल हैं, they call this a fable. वो उसे a fable कहते हैं. I'll warrant it true. और मैं भी इस चीज़ को वारंट करता हूँ, कि मैं भी इस चीज़ से बिल्कुल अग्री करता हूँ कि येस, इट इज़ ट्रू, बिल्कुल सही है. सम क्रिकेट्स हैव 4 legs एंड सम हैव 2. हियर इन द लास्ट लाइन द पोएट wanted to explain you the thing. Some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. Here in this line the poet expresses that some crickets have 4 legs. It means कि कुछ जो crickets होते हैं they have 4 legs which symbolizes the insects. कि 4 legs cricket means it symbolizes the insects. And some have 2, and some have 2 means कि here the cricket who have two legs symbolizes the human being, कि there are also many kinds of people, कि some are just behave, just lead the life like a cricket in a very lazy manner, and some work like the ants. They throughout work hard and try to get to achieve something in their lives. So in the last line, the poet says कि some cricket have four legs. Some cricket, those who have four legs, symbolizes the insects, and some have two. Here they here he symbolizes the human beings, means आप और हम. So through this poem, the poet wanted to tell us, to motivate us, that we should work like the ants, कि हमें भी, because ants are the symbol of ants symbolizes hard work. वो हमेशा हार्ड वर्क को सिम्बलाइज करती, वो बताती हैं हमें. तो वी should have work like the ants. We should not waste the time. We should not spend all the time we should not waste the time in merrymaking, and we should be aware. We should save something for the future and for the adverse time. कि जो लाइफ है उसमें हमेशा उतार चढ़ाव होते रहते हैं, अप्स एंड डाउन्स आते रहते हैं. तो वी शुड बी प्रिपेयर टू फेस दैम, एंड फॉर दैट we should be aware. We should think about the future. So this is all for today, and I rest my video. In the next session, children, we will discuss about its question answers. So read it, go through the poem, and if you feel any kind of problem, difficulty, so you can ask me on my personal number. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.